What's our topic, Ryan?
We're talking about cooking.
Oh, I like cooking. Okay.
I love cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not very good, but I like it.
You practice. How do you get a cardigan hall? You practice. Okay. Number 1 about cooking. How often do you make food and eat them?
Me personally, it can really depend. If I'm working, because we usually tend to know our schedules a couple of days in advance, right? So
we both work as like freelance actors and entertainers.
So if I know that I'm going to be busy the next few days, I probably won't cook anything because I live on my own. Yeah. So it's like if I cook something, especially with the way that you have to buy groceries here, it can tend to mean like I'll have to make quite a few portions of it. So then I'll either have to freeze it or keep it in the fridge. So it's like kind of meal prepping, but at the same time, it's like some of our shoots start at like 6 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Like they can be any time of day or night. Yeah. So it can, for me, mean that like I'm not going to be able to eat this food for however many days. So it's not worth me cooking. It's more worth me going and getting something from a restaurant or like takeaway. How do you say? Like delivery food? Yeah. But making food and eating it, maybe in a week, I'd say once or twice.
Yeah. It depends, like month by month. It depends. Like if I'm making a lot of food or if I'm eating out a lot.
Yeah.
So it really depends on how active I'm being.
Yes.
And also the amount of money I have too.
Yes.
This year I actually got a Costco card so I can actually go buy bulk food to have. But usually I just make food when I need it.
Yeah.
But when the ingredients run out, probably for 2 days I'll have takeout until I get to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Like I only go to the supermarket if I have like a day off and I don't have anything planned. Yeah, I'll make a trip to the supermarket to stock up. Okay. Number 2, what's your favorite dish to make? I
specifically, very vividly, will only eat chicken as a meat, as a protein. I don't know why. I just really can't.
I love chicken. Yeah, I was going to say chicken.
Yeah, I just can't do any other meats. So I make quite a lot of chicken curry.
Okay.
Because it is quite a cultural thing in my house as well. So I'm known how to make it for a very long time. So if I get ingredients, I will make a curry quite often. So I think at least once a week I make a curry.
Yeah. If I'm cooking like a lot of I'm cooking chicken in my house. But recently I've just started to make like kind of like Mexican food, like just tacos and quesadillas, because it's very easy to put something together. It's like you just need the sauce, then I use the chicken. Yeah. Some of the chicken, I have a tortilla and some cheese.
And it's delicious.
And then I just put it on a frying pan too, and I just cook and I just eat it. So it takes maybe about 5 minutes to make like 2 tacos. And it fills me up for at least one meal.
Yeah. So question 3, have you ever cooked for someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Like even growing up, that was kind of my household chore.
Really?
Cooking, yeah. So I cooked dinner like once a week.
Oh.
Yeah, while like my sister was like laundry, my brother was mowing the lawn, and I would do like cooking.
Oh, okay, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I cook for my parents. Yeah. I think my dad would have disputes about how edible my food is, but or how tasty it is rather, because he thinks he's like the best chef ever. Oh. So, but I mean, I think it just saves them a bit of time, and if I can make it a bit more convenient for them, then yeah.
Yeah, I like even like if I have like a picnic with a friend, I'm not bringing fried chicken or kimbap like everyone else. I'm bringing food I made from home.
That's lovely.
Yeah. I like it's a kind of a hobby. I also like watching cooking shows.
I do as well.
Yeah, so I love just trying to recreate some of these dishes or finding out new flavors and see what they taste like.
I think one thing that I really love actually, especially if I'm on a bus or something, there's kind of like short clips about things that like very catered to things like if you live on your own, like here's a quick and simple thing that's like one pot or something. I love those things.
Oh, the one pot recipe.
Will I get round to making all of them? Don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. Yeah. I really love those kinds of things.
Yeah, I started to get like an interest even into like Chinese style food.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah. Number 4.
What would you like if your boy or girlfriend were to cook for you?
What would I like? Well, chicken. It depends on.
I'm so glad that you like chicken as much as me, actually.
Yeah, it depends on the. I would like for my girlfriend to cook her cultural food too.
Yeah, it's very much that, like something that they know and I mean, it doesn't even have to just be cooked well, but like with love, and you can taste the authenticity of it. Yeah.
Because I actually grew up like in my household, like the food that my parents cooked wasn't very flavorful. Like it was just like salt and pepper, and something would be boiled. I think but my father has zero tolerance for anything that's exotic and spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like a couple of years ago, we went out to a Chinese restaurant, and he just got a sliver of ginger. And that wasn't cooked properly. It was still like raw ginger. He had it, and he just started sweating.
Ginger.
Oh, yeah. So it's
dear.
He bit into it, like he was just spicing and crying and moaning. So I want, if I'm going to date a girl, I want them to give me their cultural food. And yourself?
The same, exactly the same. Something cultural. I want to say something a bit outside of the box.
Okay.
Like nothing too wild, but something that like maybe if it like even if it's not meat based, I find sometimes those are the most interesting things. What can be made for like a vegetarian thing, because sometimes people think vegetables are quite boring, right? But like so many cultures have so many amazing vegetarian options. I'd be like, because also as well, it's like the amount of probably prep and stuff that goes into it and everything, like whether or not you add or remove a meat is not really that important, but I just like to taste something like that.
Okay, cool.
So question number 5, who did most of the cooking in your house when you were growing up?
It would probably be my mother.
Okay.
But it was just like instant like just box food. So boxed rice. It would be like one protein, like a pork chop or chicken, and then there would be like a side dish, probably pasta or like mixed vegetables. But it was just something that my mother could whip up very easily. And my mother confesses like she wasn't a very good cook.
My mum and my dad will have disputes about it, but I think my mum can cook. She can cook several things. My dad can just cook a plethora of things. The only thing is my dad makes so much mess cooking that it stresses me out because I do the washing up. So like my dad will cook like risotto, these really exciting things, and like my mum's very like a chili, bolognese, roast chicken kind of girl. Those kind of, and they're lovely, and I really like, oh god, going back and having that when I was back was stunning. But like, I don't know, my dad tends to do a lot more of the cooking, but also I think because my mum does other things around the house, my dad kind of finds pride in the kitchen and enjoying cooking. It's quite nice to see. Like he will also, like yourself, watch loads of cooking shows, and it's quite an outlet for him. So,
number 6, does your father cook? If your father cooks, what do you remember?
My dad's from Guyana, which is the Caribbean, West Indies, whatever, in Latin America. So, so there's lots of mixed cultures. So like there's chow mein in Guyana, but then there's also curry, but then there's also West Indian food like stew chicken. So I kind of grew up on all of those things. And also because my dad comes from a household of like 9 siblings, they all have to learn how to cook all of these things. So I can cook some of these things, not all of them, but it's quite interesting because whereas my mum comes from like Welsh Irish family where it's very like potatoes and those kinds of things, vegetables and meat and like the kind of pies and things like that. It's a very different thing that I get to experience, which is quite nice.
So
what about you?
My father, one thing he does like so my father loves fishing. So so I remember one recipe, like something that he cooks very well is actually trout. So and like and it's very simple, and like he cleans the fish himself. And then
whole process.
And then like he actually gets bacon fat and throws that in a cast iron pan and just puts the fish there, and it's very simple, but it's delicious. It's like fresh fish, like right out of the river.
What's it called? From farm to table.
Farm to table. Right. So number 7. Would you like to start cooking if you could learn how to cook under Baek Jong Won? So Baek Jong Won, I think he's that famous Korean chef that has different chains. Like, he has like a samgyeopsal restaurant. He has a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh, really?
He has like a coffee restaurant. He's also like one of the bigger like chef idols on television. He's like the Gordon Ramsay. Like he has like a travel show.
If King is willing to teach me, I'll learn.
I'd actually rather just learn from actually a restaurant. Like I think he became very popular, but I saw one of his times he was cooking, and he was cooking like fried rice, and he just like used ketchup. Oh, Korean ketchup. I'm like, okay, you're supposed to be this high level chef, and you're using like common, like cheap ingredients. I don't think that you know.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well,
but you would like to learn from him?
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a dish you would like to learn from him?
Anything really. Yeah. I'm just quite open. I think it'd be quite a fun experience.
I'm sure he's got a chicken recipe for something.
Question 8. What is your favorite food from other countries?
Other countries. Well, I love eating. Like when I go to Japan and Thailand, I've been there.
Thai food.
I was there last year, and I for the first like 24 hours, I was just eating like street food and like skewers or like potatoes and all that stuff. But then I had a green curry, and it just melted in my mouth, and I was like, God, I think I dropped my spoon to the floor and it just hit me, like, that flavor.
The drama.
Yeah. And it was like in a little plastic bag. You wouldn't think it. So I'm like, yeah. And
I think my favorite food from other countries will probably be malatang.
Malatang?
I love malatang. I love malatang, or any iteration of it, malaban, malasang, or just anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know it's not like really conventional dish because essentially you're just getting like your favorite bits and pieces and frying it, but there's something about the crack, in the sauce.
I guess you get from your father like the spicy flavor.
Yeah, I really love spicy food. Do you eat spicy food?
Yeah, actually, Toronto actually has a large Caribbean community too. Yeah. So like, there's a lot of jerk and goat curry and all that stuff.
Yes.
So like even it's the first weekend in August.
Oh.
It's the Caribbean festival.
Oh, stunning.
So it's the largest like Caribbean festival outside of Central America.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Question 9. Do you prefer cooking at home or eating out at a restaurant, and why?
I love both. But I would like, if I'm cooking at home, I want to cook something like lavish.
Yeah.
But I really don't have. I'm single, so I don't really have anyone but myself to cook for.
Yeah. So it's like you feel like wasted effort, kind of thing.
So just going to restaurants, just trying new food. I like that now too.
I like the convenience of a restaurant, if I'm being honest, and also it's like I can just pick anything I want, go there, have it, and leave, and I don't have to do the washing up, and that is so crucial to me.
So you stay at the restaurant, or do you have takeout?
I stay at the restaurant. Okay. I'm that person. I'll sit in the restaurant at a table for 4 people by myself.
Okay.
And I'll eat my food and I will drink my drink and then I will leave. And I'm so sorry to these people that have to do the washing up, but it's not me.
It's all right. They probably cook it all in one pan anyway. Number 10, our last question. What would you choose between an ugly wife / husband who cooks well and a pretty wife who can't cook?
That's a tough one. This is morality coming into it. Ethics. It might sound vain. Pretty wife that can't cook. That's what I'm going to go with. We have restaurants. I can cook. It's that simple. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but because there's the expression the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But it's also it goes for women too. It's like going, but you go to a restaurant and you feed a girl nice and she wants to just go home and take her pants off. Yeah, that's
it's gonna be the restaurant for me.
Yeah, it's the restaurant. I'd rather have a pretty girl that I take to a restaurant and wants to take her pants off. Sorry, guys.
We're shallow here.
That's the type of guy I am. I hope you like that little joke. Thank you once again for tuning into the Colcom podcast. If you have further questions about Colcom, you can contact them at their website at colcom.co.kr. I've been Jeff.
I've been Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.